Okay, hello again, welcome back to the channel. Today we're deep diving into a trending topic: how streaming has taken over modern entertainment, why it's tanking the quality of content that we watch, and why the internet status obsession, piracy, might not be the best solution for you. But stick around because I've got an alternative that no one is talking about, and it changed how I consume media. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I've gone ahead and bought 2 pirated copies of Blu-ray series that you can't get in the UK. You see, streaming has changed how we consume entertainment, right? A decade ago, we were all excited about Netflix cutting out cable TV. No, Sky Sports, no one liked paying for it. But did anyone else watch 3 Narcos in a weekend, right? It was fresh and exciting. But in 2025, we've got HBO, Apple TV, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Peacock, Paramount. How many? And yeah, if you watch sports, let's just say everything's everywhere all at once. See, the average household between Netflix, Disney, maybe Spotify, and something else, you might have a pair of on that arse boxes on, right? The average household is juggling 3 to 5 subscriptions, costs creeping upwards to $50 to $100 a month, or pounds if you're in my country. And what do we get for it? Endless reboots, algorithm-driven shows that feel like they're written by AI. Definitely don't use AI to help me write my script. But seriously, we just get content that prioritises quantity over quality nowadays. You know, they're just trying to keep you there on the platform, scrolling through. Streaming platforms, they're churning out shows and movies to keep you subscribed, but they're not there to tell meaningful stories. This year, for example, I watched Game of Thrones for the first time, and I was cursing myself the whole way through it. Why didn't I watch this? Why didn't I watch this? Why weren't I keeping up with everyone? What an idiot I am. And then I watched the final season and I went, I fucking wish I'd never watched it at all now, because now I've got something to be angry about. But in all seriousness, it was just a complete disappointment. I felt really bad for the actors after watching that, because yeah, okay, you're a producer, you've done it for so long, you don't want to do it anymore, showrunner, whatever you want to call it. But you've brought these actors in, they've stuck with it for a large portion of their career, and you've just ruined the ending of their characters, of their show. That it doesn't help them get future jobs, firstly, and it just feels like a really shitty thing to do. Like, oh yeah, I made my money, fuck the lot of you, fuck the fans, fuck the actors, fuck the cast and crew. It was really shit, really disappointing. So I've noticed on YouTube there seems to be a growing trend. Like, people are fed up with streaming costs and fragmentation, and I can understand. They're turning to pirated streaming platforms to get their fix, and I get it. Why would you pay for 5 subscriptions when you can just stream or download a TV show completely free of charge, mate? Fair play. But you see, if you go on one of those sites, not only are you technically committing a crime, and I'm not going to go into whether or not it's a victimless crime or not, because realistically, victimless or not, it's not really doing that much to benefit you. Unless you're paying for a safe VPN that doesn't sell your data like the free ones do, then you're risking data logging, identity theft, malware, or dodgy dick pill adverts, right? You get my point. It's just another inconvenient step to take. So to test piracy against my alternative solution, which you can probably gather by now, I've gone and leveled the playing field. I've bought pirated Blu-ray box sets, as I showed you earlier. I've got Punisher and I've got BoJack Horseman. I wish I got screenshots of eBay promoting them to me, because that's where I got them from. I got them on eBay. They sent them straight to my homepage when I opened the app one day. This was before I started this YouTube channel, so I didn't really think about this back then, but I saved them in my watch list, and then when I started the YouTube channel, I thought, this might be an interesting video. So I went ahead and bought them to see if you're missing out by, do you know what I mean, by not pirating. Because if you pirate, go on the streaming services, you get access to the exclusive Netflix shows or the Amazon shows and whatnot. But if you don't go that way and you go the physical media route like I do, you've only got what's on UK print, and that's not on UK print. So let's have a look, let's have a discussion, see what the best alternative is.
Oh my god, check it out! A rejection letter from the New Yorker! That magazine is for white people. White people are the worst, right guys?
Yep.
Dear Diane, we are sorry to say that your piece, an open letter to open letters, wasn't right for us despite its evident merit. Do know?
Louts and murmurs, more like louts and what rhymes with murmurs?
For two people who don't like the New Yorker, you guys sure know a lot about the different sections of the New Yorker.
And then Cuddly Whisker said, what if we stopped thinking of TV as a conduit to tell stories and started thinking of it as a conduit to tell?
Right, so I should probably stress that I picked probably the worst exclusive series to prove my point, because I picked probably Netflix's two best exclusive series that aren't on print. You know, I've watched them before. I watched Punisher once before, and I remembered it was good. Fuck! Shane was my favourite character in The Walking Dead. Whatever John Bernthal learned from that performance, he took it to 11 in The Punisher. It's amazing, it really is. The way he brings that intimidation to the screen, but then makes you empathise with his character. It's jaw-dropping, it's fantastic. You've got to watch it. And BoJack Horseman, I've never laughed so hard in years. I watched The Punisher last week, and I got BoJack on Saturday in the mail. It's Tuesday today, I'm on season 2 already, and I'm just laughing my arse off. You know, each episode's only 20 or 25 minutes, so it's not like it's a long watch, but yeah, it's just great. You can just throw it on while I'm writing scripts, throw it on, laughing my arse off, editing videos. Do you know what I mean? It's a quality show, but it does make you really think. See, I had it on in the background at first, and then I realised I completely missed out on all of the good actual story. So when I got to the end of season 1, I went back and rewatched the entire season. I didn't get bored. I didn't stop laughing. It's a really good show. Yeah, maybe I should have bought Rings of Power or The Acolyte or something. But hey, listen, I'm going to stress now, piracy is illegal. I just want to stress that, you know, for legal reasons, for my own protection, I'm not advocating for you to pirate or buy pirated things off eBay. I can't be real, I didn't technically know these were pirated, because this is what I've looked into as part of this video. I've tried to research and find out whether or not it's illegal to buy these in the UK. Technically it is. It's certainly illegal to manufacture them and distribute them. To be a part of that process, if you're the manufacturer and distributor, double bad, if you're the manufacturer or distributor, you can still get it done. Someone like eBay, platforming pirated Blu-rays, they can get done for it. But as a consumer, you don't really have any expectation to know. Trading standards, I don't think would do you. The government, I don't think would do you for it, because realistically, how are you supposed to know on one of the biggest online marketplaces that operates in the country, where something is promoted to you? How are you supposed to know that's not illegal? It's on a... Why would eBay sell you something that's against their own terms, against the laws of the country they operate in, and promote it to you? So as a consumer, you've got every reasonable right to buy that, I think, in my opinion. Nothing get done about it. So listen, yeah, I get it, you probably got to the video right now thinking, physical media, what are you, fucking 65, son? Over the last year and a half, I've built quite a big collection. You can see that. DVDs and Blu-rays, and I've done it without breaking the bank at all, or risking my phone to a shady site. It's as simple as going to charity shops and car boot sales. Pop into your local cancer research, or your Marie Curie, or any of them, and you'll find shelves of DVDs, Blu-rays for bargain prices. I scored all the seasons. I didn't plan this very well. I scored that from a boot sale for £1. Not bad. I've had films like, oh, this is really awkward. Why have I done this to myself? American History. That's the wrong film. I meant to pick up Good Will Hunting, but I did also get that in a charity shop. And American Psycho. Films like that in a 3 for £1, or 4 for £1, 10p each. Do you know what I mean? Absolute bargains. They really are. And as you can see there, I've got a whole load of UFC. That's what I started at boot sales. I think it was probably one of the first boot sales I went to. Obviously, I've been to boot sales before, but not for a long time. I started going with my dad again about 18 months ago. Or was it sort of 2 years ago? Either way, we'd started going. It was at Shore and Flyover. And this chap, must have been packing up. It was only about 11:30, but he was already packing up. and all he had left out was just a top with a bunch of UFC DVDs. Now I assumed he'd sold all of the good ones by that point of the day, all the exciting cards like the Liddell Ortiz or Couture Liddell trilogy, because it was early cards. But the ones he had left, I think he had 4 or 5, and they were 25p each. Why wouldn't I? There's so much good entertainment there for just bargain prices. And the best thing is, right, and it is, because here's why it beats Piracy, you own it. No platform can take it off you. The UFC can't strip it from Fight Pass, and it's dirt cheap. My entire subscription, or collection, cost less than 2 years of a Netflix subscription. You're supporting charities, you're keeping cash alive. What can go wrong? What could be better than that, eh? Up and down, up and down. Here's the big picture. Streaming's content quality is declining because platforms are chasing algorithms, not art. Piracy might seem like a solution, but it's risky and it doesn't solve the root issue. If you're doing it to keep up to date, then you're still consuming the same mediocre shit. Physical media, on the other hand, it lets you curate a collection of stuff you actually love. You're not at the mercy of a platform's regional right, and you're spending your money in places that matter. These pirated box sets I got, and I show them off again because I spent 50 quid on them and I've got to get the most out of the B-roll. Yeah, these pirated box sets, they're neat, but they're not really worth the hassle. I'd rather spend £10 in a charity shop, knowing my money's helping someone, but also getting the movies right away, so I can just pop home, chuck them in a player. Because I had to wait 2 weeks for Jagex. Not awful from China, but I did message him and be like, you know what, I'm a YouTuber, mate. So you'll probably have to wait a month if you order it. See, I get it takes a lot of space, but there is just something satisfying about holding the disc, reading the booklets, and appreciating the artwork of an Arrow Special Edition, followed by popping it into a player, and then the whir of a motor. It's just the vibes streaming can't replicate, mate. But look at that, for example, right? That's beautiful. Flatliners. Great movie. Kiefer Sutherland, Kevin Bacon, and Julia Roberts. It's beautiful. Really, really nice. High quality artwork. Yeah, inside. Yeah, you've got more stuff about it. That's not. But that is. Ha ha ha! I really planned this. Yeah, look, it's a nice little information booklet, and loads of good bits like this. Yeah, they're there. Really, really, really nice just to have that. Just so you can just read it and learn more about things. Production, cast, crew, anything you want to know. It's usually in those booklets. I don't think that's the last time. I'm joking, I like doing this. But here's my challenge to you. Skip the torrent sites, skip the illegal streaming service, drop the subscriptions. Next weekend, hit up a charity shop or a car boot sale, spend a tenner, grab a stack of DVDs or Blu-rays and start building your own collection. Let me know what you get down below, because I guarantee you'll save money over time, support good causes, and you'll rediscover what it's like to own your own entertainment. Trust me, I've got more than enough here to keep me entertained for years, and I'm having a blast. So I'll pretty much stop buying it now, physical media. Those pirated ones were probably the last ones I'll buy for the rest of the year. I don't need to buy anymore. I've got more than enough. Don't really need to go to any CEXs anytime this year. Not really planning on doing anything else. I'm prepped. No bills to pay for it though. One of my favourite things to do is buying cheap movies that I've never seen or heard of before. I was quite sheltered growing up, so there's quite a lot of things. All of this lot is unwatched, and there's twice as much up there, which you can't see. But yeah, I when I buy random movies, I base it purely on the cast of actors whose work I've enjoyed before, right? And sure, you get some misses, but damn, I've never cried so much until I watched Good Will Hunting. That's why I went to Reach to get it out for that little clip a second ago. Because I picked up that Good Will Hunting in Barnardo's for 10p. 10p! And I picked it up because I liked Jason Bourne when I was 15. Do you get my point? Jason Bourne, Good Will Hunting. Very different films. See, where an algorithm will serve your viewpoint and preferences, never challenging your imagination, in the hopes that you'll never look away from the soulless cycle you're stuck in, physical media broadens your taste and views without even trying to. But it gets better, because if you don't like it, you can just sell it and get your money back. Or if you don't need to get your money back, that is, you can just give it back to charity and let it rehome itself. So what's your favourite physical media find? Drop it in the comments below. Let me know if you're team streaming, team piracy, or if you're ready to join my physical media revolution. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next car boot sale. Adios, my friends.